Hello everyone, the mid-break is finally over and we're here. We're back with Marble Clash competition. As we see right here, we have event number 7, which will be the Slalom. A really long course here, and all they have to do is just try to slalom down this whole thing. As we see the example on here in the overall standings, Team Masses still holds the lead, followed by Shakaran, who jumps 2 spots into second after winning the previous event. So all they have to do is try to get 3 of their members to the finish first in order to advance on to the next round. As we see right here, this is the tournament bracket and who is going to be facing who. As we started with the first team, we have the Malachite Mantises and the Shining Stars starting off us first. And off they go. Who will be moving on? Who's in the lead currently so far? I think that might be Shining Stars. Yes, it is. But all they have to do is try to maneuver around freely, and it looks like Malachite Mantises. All the members sneakily pass by all the obstacles and will be moving on. The Shining Stars, 2 of the members get stuck in that last hexagon there. And I see right there, the Malachite Mantises just went around it and they will be moving on and eliminate the Shining Stars. Great job there. Now let's move on to heat number 2. We have the Seaweeds and the Chocolate Bananas. Which one will be moving on next? And off they go. And I think that whoa, what happened there? What happened to the Chocolate Bananas there? I don't know what happened, but anyways, it looks like the Seaweeds, and they will get 3 members to cross first, and they will move on. Wow, the Chocolate Bananas, they lost so much time there, getting a 3rd member to the finish. One of the members getting stuck, but we're going to definitely need to check the replay to see what happened. And see right here, whoa, look at that! One of the Chocolate Bananas members went overboard on the track and just jumped back in and decided to pull ahead up front. I don't know if that was their plan, but that definitely did not work. And that is an easy advancement for the Seaweeds, almost 5 seconds ahead of Chocolate Bananas. Now we have the Rainbow Riders and Team Acid. Off they go. Team Acid with it. Oh, and they go one fell on the track and another member getting stuck. And that means their 3rd one was not ever going to finish. That means Team Acid will be taking the DNF. Wow, disappointing for our leaders in the overall standings. Not really wanting to see happen here. As you see, the Rainbow Riders, they took an easy win here. And all 4 of their members finished the course first before Team Acid can even finish theirs, even though they DNF'd. Now we have Heat 4, we have Shadow Assassins, and the Solar Rays. Which one will be moving on? And they are off. It's really close here. I think that's the Solar Rays in the lead. Shadow Assassins, they're trying to break themselves apart, but it's not going to be close to even keep up. As an easy win for the Solar Rays. That was a lot of time ahead. The Shadow Assassins weren't even able to keep up close to catch up with the Solar Rays. The 3rd member tried to close in, but got caught up in one of those obstacles to slow them down. And that did not work out. Solar Rays over 3 seconds ahead of the Shadow Assassins. Next up, we have Team Clear and the Paintballers. As we're heading now to the other half of the bracket, and off we go. I believe that's the Paintballers in the lead. Team Clear in second. Would you look at the Paintballers? That was an amazing time there. All 3 of the members went so fast to the finish there. That was an amazing run there from the Paintballers. Team Clear, they weren't able to get anywhere close to keep up with them. A 6-3-6 there from the Paintballers, and they will be taking the easy advancement. Now let's move on to heat number 6, the Poseidons and the Ramen Bombshells. Which one will take the advancement here? Both of them in the top 5. And off they go. It's getting really close here. I think the Ramen Bombshells have a slight lead. Poseidons are trying to close in, and look at the Ramen Bombshells. 3 of their members to the finish first, before the Poseidons can get any of their members to the finish as well. Man, that was a really quick win there for the Ramen Bombshells. And see the replay here as they're getting onto the shelf course. All of them just trying to avoid the hexagon obstacles, and they just went straight down to take an easy advancement. 3 seconds ahead of the Poseidons. Now it's running match number 7, Chakarons and Mustard Army. Let's see who move on here. And they are off. Oh, Mustard Army got a bad start. That's really gonna hurt them, but can they keep up though? Shakaran in the lead. They have 3 members still leading, and they will be moving on. And it looks like 1 member from each team gets stuck in the shelf course. As you see right here. But still, Shakaran will still take the advancement. By the way, the goal is to just have 3. Just try to get 3 members to the finish as quick as possible. You can have a member DNF. You just need 3 to finish. 866 from Shakaran, beating out Mustard Army. And then we move on to match number 8, Prison Pathfinders and Guardian Squad. Both of them in the bottom of the standings. Well, which one will be moving on? And off they go. And I think that might be Prison Pathfinders in the lead. Can they keep up? Guardian Squad, they're going pretty well here. Will they move on? Yes, they will. That was a really close race there. But that win will be going to Guardian Squad. They just did great maneuvering on the shelf course. And that really helped them out. As you see right here, look at that 3rd member. One ended up getting blocked by the Prison Pathfinders, but luckily the 4th one, who's falling behind, keeps up with the rest and moves on. And now the first round brackets are set. Here's the bracket now, as we're going to be heading into the quarterfinals. Which one of these teams is going to be moving on to the semifinals? So first up, we have Malachi Mantises and the Seaweeds. Which one of the 2 will be moving on to the semifinals? And off they go. It's getting really close here. I think the Malachi Mantises have a slight lead. They have 3 of the members leading. Can the Seaweeds keep up though? It's getting really close here. They have 2 members finishing, but look at that! Oh my god! That has to be one of the best races so far. That was a really close finish, but it looks like the Seaweeds have just edged out the Malachi Mantises. As we take a look at the replay, the Malachi Mantises who had the 3 leading, they all messed up on that 1 course, and the Seaweeds were able to keep up and just barely finish as the 3rd member of the Malachi Mantises just misses out. Next up, we have Rainbow Riders and Solar Rays. Who will be moving on next? Off they go. And the Rainbow Riders, one of the members of the Solar Rays pulled ahead so much. And the Rainbow Riders will be moving on. And the Solar Rays have DNF'd. Their 3rd member gets stuck behind the Rainbow Riders' 4th member. And their other Solar Rays member that DNF'd, they got stuck early on the shelf course. As you see right here. Both the Solar Race members, I think they tried to do the same thing that Chocolate Banana did. I couldn't really tell. But they could have just got a bit of a great boost there. But well done to the Rainbow Riders. They did a good comeback there and will be moving on. Now let's move on to quarterfinal 3, Paintballers and Ramen Bombshells. Which one will take the advancement here? And off they go. Paintballers with a brief lead here. Ramen Bombshells got one of the members stuck. Can the Paintballers keep it? Yes, they will. Paintballers take the easy win here. Ramen Bombshells, if their 4th member doesn't get stuck, that would have been a great battle there, but they just got stuck and just left behind. They probably just went too close to that 3rd member and they were just left there, I believe. The Paintballers took an easy win here, and they will be moving on and eliminate the Ramen Bombshells. Now quarterfinal 4, we have Chakarons and Guardian Squad. Which one will move on? Let's see. Off they go, and I think that might be Chakaron in the lead. Guardian Squad, they're going to close in. Will they be able to? Oh, and yes, they will. Man, what great comebacks we're seeing in the quarterfinals. Man, as we see, look at the replay, Chakaron. They had 3 of their members in the shell course before the Guardian Squad's 2nd members, but look at that. Look at Guardian Squad's members speeding down the wall and taking the overpassing of so many members, and they will be moving on. Man, that was amazing. And now we see the semi-final bracket. Seaweeds facing the Rainbow Riders and Paintballers against Guardian Squad. So the winner will be moving on to the gold medal match, while the loser will be moving on to the 3rd place round. So we see semi-final 1, Seaweeds and the Rainbow Riders, and they are off. I think the Rainbow Riders are in the lead for a brief moment, and they are. They have all 4 of the members leading. And they will be moving on, and it looks like one of the members gets stuck, and it looks like the Seaweeds are going to DNF. Wow, all teams that DNF were all in the same heat as the Rainbow Riders. Team Acid, then Solar Rays, and now the Seaweeds. Man, a lot of DNFs happening here. The Rainbow Riders are just getting pretty lucky here. As for the Seaweeds, they were falling so much behind and they weren't able to get anywhere close. But that would be an easy win there. Now let's move on to Semifinal 2, Paintballers and Gardening Squad, who will be joining the Rainbow Riders in the finals. Off they go, and I think it's the Paintballers in the lead. It's actually really close here. But is anyone going to be moving on? It's going to be close, and it's going to be the Paintballers, just barely beating out Gardening Squad right at the finish line. Even though they had one member stuck, they still moved on. And that was a great race there, and really close as well. You see right here, two of the members finishing and looking for a race for third. It would just go to the Paintballers. It was just like it was like less than 30 milliseconds apart. And now we see the bracket for the finals and also for the third place spot. So now, let's see who will take the bronze. Will it be the Seaweeds or will it be Gardening Squad? Both teams currently sit in the bottom of the standings, so they really need this medal. And off they go, and I think that's Gardening Squad who had the brief lead there. Yes, they do. I think Seaweeds have a member stuck. And is Gardening Squad going to hold it? Yes, they will. Take an easy victory there. The Seaweeds weren't able to get anywhere close as they DNF'd again. Man, not great there for the Seaweeds in the semifinals in the third place match. But Gardening Squad did great maneuvering there. But look at that last member. They managed to keep up and pull ahead of that first member of the Seaweeds. And with that, Gardening Squad will get their second bronze. And now, let's move on to the gold medal match. The Rainbow Riders and the Paintballers. Which team will take the gold? Off they go. And I think that might be the Paintballers who have the lead. It's getting really close here. They had two members finishing. And one from Rainbow Riders. But wait, I think two of the members of the Paintballers get stuck. Yes, they are! And I think the Rainbow Riders had done it. Yes, they have. The Rainbow Riders have taken the gold. What a climactic finish here. The Paintballers, they just got two members finishing the course quickly. And with that, there are two of the other members just getting stuck right here. And that will give the Rainbow Riders a slight edge to take the gold. Paintballers will take the silver. And Gardening Squad will finish with the bronze. In the overall standings, Shakaran has overtaken the lead. Paintball is right behind second, followed by Team Acid, who dropped 2 spots down to third. The next event will be the lap race. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time for the next event. See you next time.